Hello, everyone. I'm Philip Becker. Um, I'm here to introduce Group 1, our Project 2. So let's get started. Um, I think it's important, since this group project is all about analyzing codes of ethics through ethical frameworks, to take a moment and, you know, discuss, what it is. What is the NPSE? Well, they're the National Society of Professional Engineers, um, which is a professional organization which basically serves to provide, ethical guidelines and services to people in a number of different fields. Um, and they do a bunch of different stuff, mostly related to helping engineers, you know, make sure they're conforming to what's best for the public. Um, they also are consulted with legal cases, and they lobby Congress for new laws that relate to engineering. So talking about the history, the organization was first started in 1934. The first code of ethics was adopted in 1946. So this organization has a long history with dealing with these ethical guidelines. And it's been revised a bunch of different times since then. It protects the public by ensuring engineers behave in an ethical manner, because, there can be selfish desires for an engineer and a company versus what's best for the public. And so this is here to moderate that. So what's the structure of the code of ethics? Well, there's 6 fundamental canons, and these are kind of the most basic universal rules. And these canons cover the basics, which the rest is kind of based on and expands on. So then there are 4 rules of practice, which cover some of the canons in much more detail, specifically. And then you also have the 9 professional obligations, which covers specific obligations of engineers and kind of some more complicated capacities, like conflict of interest, plagiarism, and kind of coordinating and deciding between, what maybe your boss wants you to do, what the law requires you to do, things of that nature. So the rest of the group is going to analyze these this code through 3 ethical theories. And so to kind of give a basic overview, so Kantism is based on the works of Immanuel Kant. And basically it's choosing actions based off of, a sense of duty, as well as universalizable maxims. So you want to do an action based on whether or not it can be applied in every case. So for example, it says that lying is wrong, because if you apply that universally, lying can't be correct in every case, so you shouldn't lie. Next is virtue ethics, which is the oldest one of these theories. It dates back to Aristotle, and it's choosing actions based off of what a good person would choose. So in your head or through writing, you imagine a morally good person, and you base your actions off of that. And finally, utilitarianism, originally proposed by Jeremy Bentham. which states that you should choose actions that result in the most amount of happiness for the most amount of people possible. So it's consequentialist. It only focuses on the consequences of each action, but you want to maximize the good of the many, the good of the most amount of people. So now the rest of the group is going to take us through the individual theories and how they apply to the code of ethics. All right, thank you.